grab this too so I can at least see where I am. But hello everybody. This is Shoot the Breeze episode 13. And this is episode 13. I am your host, Heavy Divider, and basically we're here for a chill interview and a chill time all around for just not just me, but just all for you. So with me right now is my guest for the night. That being my guest for the night is, well, she's a really nice person all around and cares about everybody around her. As a matter of fact, you could say she has a really, really big heart in the sense of just being able to help everybody out, as well as just be able to listen and just be very concerned for everybody. So for my guest for tonight, she's pretty much DarlingRosey, but we call her Rosie for short. Welcome.
Hello.
Hello. Hello, hello.
Hello.
But for right now, my first question for the night is pretty much this for you, Rosie. How the hell did we meet?
Good question. So, it was back when me and Phoenix were dating, Phoenix Prime. Oh, God, that was, what, a year ago now? Jeez, has it been that long? Yeah, it's been about a year. It's been over a year.
Yeah.
I know exactly what world we met in. I don't exactly recall the name. It was a beach world, sort of like this. It was one night you were in your female model Lucy at the time. I remember that because I remember the whole steampunk thing, just like this one. And the thing about it is Phoenix introduced us, and since then we've been probably really good friends. Some of the best of friends I've ever had.
Yeah, ever since then or
and
so.
Lord, yeah. So yeah, it was last year.
Yeah, last year. Yeah, I think. Oh yeah, I know when it was too. It was during the whole workhorse challenge I was doing, from the month of May all the way to August when I was doing it, which is basically me streaming 5 days a week for 6 hours each. So it was for the whole thing. I remember that clearly. But for my next question on here, I would like to also ask, what is your let's talk about your VRChat origins. What exactly got you into this game here?
You might remember Cassie Joy back in the day.
Yes,
no, it's only Cassie.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it was Cassie that got me started in this. I was watching her stream channel for since when I started streaming, variety streaming, but at the time I didn't have the computer to be up to the capabilities of what I have now. Obviously, the next computer I'm already working on building. Anyways, the point is that I met a lot of you guys through her, but I didn't get my headset until March. I got my computer in March too. Actually, April I started, I believe March or April I started streaming this. Yeah, it was Cassie that got me started into VRC. My first friend here was Jeffy Bed.
Jeffy Bed, yeah. Good person all around, and I remember his start too. Damn, I'm just gonna say he's been good for everybody all around him. Like for you, me, and everybody else.
Yep.
But I will say, yeah, it was an interesting time on hand when that happened. Just be able, it was an interesting moment just because everybody knew everybody and everybody still knows everybody. It's just a matter of, trying to meet up together depending on where it is. No, you're alright.
Anyways, back to the
But yeah, it's all good. But, I will ask, too, a little bit of, pretty much hobbies on hand besides just this game or so, because I know for the fact you play Sims quite a lot.
Not as much as I used to. You got me out of playing Sims, remember? I'm now playing Monster Hunter with the group. I play freaking, sometimes I play, Final Fantasy 14. I play Sims. I just currently got the new expansion gifted to me. I haven't even touched it in over 2 weeks. I play Stardew Valley. I play freaking a lot of things. I need to finish up Phoenix Wright. I still haven't done that. That's something we started together and I never finished.
Yeah. Yeah,
I do voiceovers.
Yeah, you do voiceovers.
I do voiceovers with well, I'm a beginner, obviously. On Sundays with Hyper in them. But other than that, what are my hobbies in real life? Is that what we're asking?
Basically, hobbies besides this game, different multiplayers or anything that you would play besides just this game, entirely.
Let's see. Right now, I've been checking out CVR, which is Chill Out VR 2. That's been really interesting, actually. Just the visuals and everything, and how everything's done, and just how lucid, and how you're not dropping FPS all the time. It is, and it's not so laggy. You know how we lag in these places anymore? It is just as beautiful as this world. There's so much for CVR in the future. Sorry, I'm very passionate about CVR when I do get a chance to actually get on. I have been on 10 days, but other than that, real life, I'm a horseback rider. I deal with the rodeo. My grandfather dealt with the rodeo for over 30 years. I deal with the rodeo for the last 10. Horseback riding, that running. You already know about my running. I want to be a marathon runner, but that's such a far off dream.
It's endurance test.
I like race. Yeah, definitely. Especially for a short little person like me. And then you've got racing, you've got motorcycles, you've got cars, you've got all kinds of stuff. I work on vehicles. I work on computers. I am a computer programmer to an extent, except I don't deal with the software as much as some of my other friends do. I like hardware better. I'm more of a hardware type girl. I like to build things, take things apart. I also crochet, which is kind of girly, isn't it? Yeah. But there's a lot of things that I do.
No, I got you. Hey, you got a lot of different things on hand, no matter what it is or so. Especially with things you just enjoy. You enjoy, or basically I try to learn different things here and there. But let me talk to you about communities on hand. Now, we've seen a lot of different communities on hand, depending on being in VRChat itself, or basically like Discord communities on hand. What's some of the ones that you are quite familiar with, or some of the wildest ones you've ever been part of?
Wildest ones I've ever been part of. I don't really have any wild ones. I mean, per se, the RPs that I used to be part of that I never really got into, because the VRChat community and the RP, I've created my own roleplay. Let's see. Noise community. That's a wild, rowdy bunch of family members that we all get along and everything. Your community. Oh my god, get us all together, give us a little caffeine, and let us go the entire night. We have so many memories on here, remember? Back when we used to have the same schedule, sort of? We used to do so much together. I haven't done anything with you in so freaking long. The whole group used to take pictures and do stuff together. We used to come up with some of the craziest things before even some of the more organized stuff that we do now. We have so many memories.
I know.
That your community's been one of the more wilder communities I've actually been part of.
It's one of those things. It's just one of those things where my community or so, it basically comes in two forms, but at the same time, I appreciate them all a bunch. Basically, it could be like a nice chill time, or at best, it's basically full of puns, jokes, and chaotic energy all around.
Oh yeah.
Basically, we're the punny gang of the entire VRChat world, or so to say.
Let's see who else. Northerns is one I've become recently part of that met a lot of my friends out of. Let's see, that one, Northerns. Arnie's. You don't hear background noise, hopefully.
No, I won't. I won't.
Let's see. We've got Arnie's, we've got that one, and we've got yours. Let's see. Mine in general has been kind of crazy too. Let's see.
It's a little bit just span all over the place, like different groups here and there. But at the same time, if you think about it, it's a small world, because we all lie in the center of just meeting up and doing some stuff together. Be it like certain nights here and there.
Right.
So here and there for the most part.
Right. Oh, MJ's. If you can get MJC 20, 25, 27 or whatever, I forget his numbers.
I just call him MJ. I just call him MJ for short.
Yeah, I just call him MJ. Good old MJ. We haven't hung out since June.
But
on here, Digi's community can be very crazy when he decides to get it started up. Those two are like best friends, and if you can get those two to actually get their community started up, it's hilarious to watch them stream together. I'm both your mod and his mod, so believe me when I say that MJ and Digi are funny together.
Oh, I got you. I got you off the back. Also, No, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
No, go ahead.
I also think, like, out of all the communities that I'm part of that are, like, crazy, I would say yours is the craziest so far, other than North's. Because we do Cards Against Humanity every 2 weeks, and they start drinking, and that's hilarious. And it's not low-key, it's crazy.
I mean...
Or street.
I mean... It's one of those things, too, where it's just kind of like, you know, some of the people I've known, they pretty much come from different places here and there, and they decided to stick with me. So, either way, I appreciate them doing that, because it gives me time to be able to spend some time with everybody and just see how they're doing, especially with all the different communities.
Right.
Community nights I try to do in my Discord, just for the fun of it overall. But, speaking of which, you mentioned this earlier on, you were talking about RPs. So, I will say, for the most part, let me ask this question. How much experience in RPs do you have?
You're asking somebody who created a character when she was 6 and has evolved into this. Who rolled the dice and started a D&D character years and years ago. I'm 34. This character will be 28 on October the 31st. That give you any idea how long I've been role-playing?
No, it does.
How much experience
I'm just saying experience of, like, say, also to, like, VRChat, like, roleplays, or basically, like, any other thing outside of that basically you would just want to give examples.
VRChat roleplays, I've had it... I've had experience with... Leon's roleplay, I had a little experience with VRChat-wise, and we created our own roleplay, which, you know, we've been setting up for a little bit and working on off and on throughout the year, but because one of the main characters went to Korea, we're basically waiting for Killshow to get his VR headset back, which won't be until March. Not March, but November. So yeah, I mean, other than that, we've been just really... Roleplay goes back to the good old MSN days with the typing and everything else, and before that, that was the tabletop that I did every weekend with my brother and his friends. So I've been role-playing. I've had experience since I was 6. I've been doing this since I was 6.
I got you. And I understand fully on hand here and there. But, one thing, too... Besides that, the one thing I've also noticed, too, is that you also have, like, an interesting talent in singing.
I used to think I could sing, but I'm not very sure. I sing for certain people when they ask me to, but you seem to believe I can sing. Phoenix encouraged it, believe it or not. Right after we broke up. There's a few other people in the community that call me the singing elf, but I mean, yeah, I really do enjoy singing. It's not my talent, more if it's just like something I enjoy doing.
A fun hobby.
Yeah, pretty much. Something that I just experienced thanks to VRChat. I started singing because of VRC.
But one thing too on hand I will say as well is besides that, you also have like a talent of what I've seemed to notice too. Be it on Twitter or wherever else, it seems to be something about haikus and poetry on hand. Poems. But, I'm guessing that dates back quite a while bit, too, with that on hand.
I've been writing poetry and writing poems and short stories since I was probably about 8. The roleplay and the acting started at 6, went through for about 15 years, up until I decided to leave the stage. It was probably... the last play I did, I was about 29. I haven't done any plays really since then. I've done some Hello Dolly, but I mean, I don't really sing. I didn't start really singing until recently, about a year ago. Oh, excuse me.
I just had a thought, because you just gave me an idea, and I just want to put it out there for everybody. You know what's something in VRChat has never been done? A Broadway. Can you imagine just having like a Broadway set up for that?
Could it actually be done? I don't know if VRChat's not laggy enough. And then you've got to bring the people that actually can do it. You have all different types of people that you'd have to bring together. That's something that me and my other best friend, North, thought, you know, he's talked about recreating certain things and VRC and CVR. That would be really, really cool to see.
I mean...
I wonder what
I mean, think about it this way. A Broadway is pretty much like a roleplay in VRChat, except it has a script to it. But also, too, it basically, it's just a matter of, like, telling a story in the interesting way possible, but going along the lines of it. So really, I could see it happening.
Yeah, I could too.
So yeah, I can see it happening. That's an idea that I need to look into. I don't know how that's gonna work, but then again, I'm not the Broadway type. I've never been to a Broadway, so yeah. But it's an idea that just popped in my head now that you mentioned that. That is something that has not actually been done before. So there we go.
Right.
But besides that or so too, I was gonna also talk about collaborations on hand too. Like basically, there's a lot of people you've met across your entirety of basically within, even if it's in this community, but other different communities on hand. Have you ever had any fun collaborations with different people on hand for what you used to do with here and there, or just be able to reach out to them for communication purposes?
And Andy Gallagher was one of the first people I ever collaborated with. We played a lot of games, Overwatch, Dead by Daylight. We've done some other stuff. We've collaborated a lot. He's from Scotland. I've collaborated a little bit with Northern back about a month or so ago. I've collaborated, I think I've done some stuff with like Phoenix and all you guys with Risk of Rain 2. I've done stuff with Jeffy once. I'd like to do more stuff, but I haven't really had the chance. Let's see. There's a lot of different collaborations I've been able to do to actually meet other people and make connections. The one person I don't get to collaborate with, who's my best friend I'm staring at right here, who likes to overdo it, is you.
Hey, I try to I try to make sure I have like some time on hand for anything else here when I can. And like if we set a day up or so, I'll make time for it. Like literally, I have no time clearing my schedule to be able to add like something like that. So
I know how it goes for you guys that arrange your schedules a certain way and like to have it jotted down in your phone or on your screen.
It's an organizer kind of thing. Basically, I like to make sure I organize everything so I can meet the time for it. Because if I can't meet the time for it, then really I can't really put in the schedule for it. It's how I work. I guess
right.
I guess in a way, I'm the person who's worked at an office job when I never actually been in an office job before. So.
And the funny thing about it is I'm the one that works the office job, and I'm the spontaneous one on the side. I'm the one who's supposed to be more like you and the other best friend. Okay, I see how it is.
What?
It makes me laugh. It makes me laugh because I'm supposed to be the studious type, but when it comes to my stream schedule, I'm so all over the place. I should be more organized. But back to the thing about in-hand collaborations. I've introduced me to a lot of amazing people. I've met people from Jude Lux. I haven't done any collaborations with him, but because I did a collaboration, I was able to meet him and other people along the way, like Cody and just everybody in general. Oh my God, blessed to meet you. If got to know you better because of collaborations, not because I well, yeah, I did. Risk of Rain a year ago. That was the first game we ever played.
No, I got you.
Yep.
I got you. But hey, through that or so, like, you begin to learn how to reach out for different things here and there, just be able to try to get that communication with different people. Like, understand too, I'm not the person that
Right.
I think the only time I've ever reached out for people was just mostly for like interview-wise, or basically the idea of those people I already have around me and ask if we could do something together for the sake of just like having something fun on hand to try here and there. So it's just a matter of just trying to get out there.
By the way, I'm just teasing you. It's just me picking on you. Don't take me seriously. You know better.
I
give you a hard time for no reason.
You just know I'm not good at. I'm bad at detecting sarcasm. That's all.
Oh yeah, you're very bad about detecting sarcasm, and that's why when you start drinking energy drinks, who fusses with you? Me.
I gotta have my energy. Gotta have that energy.
I don't know. Yeah, we gotta fuel the robot, right? We gotta fuel the robot. That's what you are. The robot man.
Jesus.
That's Iron Man. That's Iron Man, y'all. Iron Man.
Good God. But different topic. But I will ask this.
Oh God.
I will ask this too because let's talk about the current VRChat present on hand, comparing to how it is right now. When you first started VRChat, comparing it to how it is right now, or so, do you wish there were certain things that would have stayed the same, or certain things that you wish would automatically have been changed? Like, especially... Go ahead.
Finish the question first. That was rude of me to interrupt you.
No, you're fine. But I was going to say, basically, with certain things they've changed over, as well as certain things they changed up here and there, so that you wish might have not been changed at all. But, yeah, go ahead. Go ahead.
You're asking somebody who loves VR. I think the biggest thing right now is thinking, y'all. I think the biggest thing right now is security needs to be breached up more, and certain things that aren't, certain things that haven't been taken care of need to be taken care of, instead of these minor things that they keep taking care of that they're not taking care of. Things that need to be taken care of is the security part of this, and people ripping off other people's avatars and stuff like that. Security measures is really what worries me. And the idea that we lag so much in worlds, and we can't always, and some of us don't have the best internet, and we have Oculuses still, and certain things we can't load into. Like, I don't know who I'm talking about. I'm staring at him right now.
What?
But, yeah, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Friday nights and you trying to get into, like, certain worlds, and you can't load really well. And then you see a bunch of blue figures. Stuff like that. Stuff like that needs to be fixed. Things need to be more improved. I've seen what can be possible for a platform, a social platform, to be successful. I'm seeing it happen. I know that it's possible for VRC to do it too. It's just I'm gonna still be on both platforms. I'm still gonna support both of them. It's just the idea that both platforms have their pros and cons. The other one's still in beta, so I am not going to talk bad about it. It has a lot of great potential. A VRC is home to a lot of us. And I'd love to see it improve itself. And in the memories and stuff, do I wish anything would change? Things happen for a reason. We're gifted with that. For that reason, we're gifted with the memories that we hold dear in our heart. Some people come for just a moment in our life, and others for a lifetime.
I mean, you can easily see those who still stick around because they're pretty much the veterans, have seen a lot of things here and there. So. Yeah,
pretty much.
But I can understand where you're coming from with the security thing, but I will say, too, that problem lies with the fact that we're still using Unity, which has a hole in it, just because of the fact that it constantly updates itself every single time. So because of that, certain worlds, like say the one we're in right now, could easily be broken with the next update or so. Instead of basically sticking with a engine that basically will only update itself maybe once every not couple of months, but basically once maybe a year or so, I guess. Like say with the Unreal Engine or so, that gets updated maybe once a year or so. So I believe, don't quote me on that, but just when you have like something that's software wise like Unity, there's always going to be holes in it, and it can easily be found out.
No, yeah, very true.
And even if you ban somebody,
I have a question for you.
Yes.
I have something to show you after stream tonight. Remind me. I want to show you what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Platform wise.
Okay, I got you.
All right.
I got you. But to kind of continue on or so, let's talk about anime. Animu!
I get to be a weeb.
Animu.
Come on! I'm not the one that says thinks that I'm saying pat your butt, and instead you think I say pat your butt. So don't get me started, man.
Good lord. But yeah, anime. Okay.
Anyways.
All right. First thing on top of your head with anime, what would be your favorite series?
Love Hina.
Love Hina?
That's the first one. Yeah, the one I love Hina. Excuse me. That was the first one I ever freaking watched, read, anything. I was a teenager when all that happened. Escaflowne. Escaflowne. Wait, Cardcaptor Sakura. I was 12 when those two came out. 11 or 12. Those are my first two. I never watched Sailor Moon. Everybody's like, Sailor Moon this, Sailor Moon that. And I'm like, Nani? What's Sailor Moon? I never watched it. I wasn't interested in it.
Mm-hmm.
My girliest anime growing up was Cardcaptor Sakura.
Okay,
And
I gotcha.
the best friends, Tomonyo and Sakura, you could have swore had something going on at that point too, but they were kids. Escaflowne was for the airships and the storyline, which I swear the US version and the Japanese version are two different freaking stories if you ever look them up. Their storylines are so a little bit different and actually really different. Let's see, you got me started on Trigun. I'm older anime, by the way, not the newer stuff.
Adult Swim
You've
anime.
got Trigun, oh my god. Vash. I loved Vash growing up. Hellsing! Alucard! Yeah! Dragon Ball Z up until, what was his name? Majin Buu, I watched it. My favorite couple was Vegeta and Bulma. Love Hyena, and my ultimate favorite one that I'm watching the second season of right now is Fruit Baskets. Toru and Toru, Kyo, and Yuki, and all of them. And then you've got the other one, Marble A Boy, which is from the like early 90s, 80s. And then you've got Boys Over Flowers. You got me talking anime, sorry.
No, you're fine. No,
anyways,
you're fine.
that's kind of give you an idea what I like.
But here's the hard part, because there's a second question to that. That being, which anime hit you close to home? Like
Fruit Baskets.
Fruit Baskets?
Because me and her both lost, like, at one point in my life, I lost everybody. And I didn't have anyone to rely on up until my uncle took me in. My parents even disowned me because of some of the choices I had made at the time. Really, it was just me and my uncle for about 5 or 6 years. I don't talk about it much.
I got you.
And I was pretty much left to... I didn't let him do anything for me, so I took care of myself. Did I live in a tent? No. I lived in a trailer park in a camper. Ask me more about that another time.
I
That's
see.
the harder part of my life.
Yeah, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm sorry to hear that.
No sorries, no sorries, no sorries. Smile! Life shoves you in places to teach you lessons about yourself and other people. You learn things for a reason. Never any regrets. Remember that.
Okay. I got you.
Yep.
I got you on hand. Let me ask you this question too, and that basically being, are you keeping up with like any newer animes right now? At this moment? Whenever you can? Or because you're busy?
Yeah, me and the guys are, but I haven't watched it in a few weeks because I've been busy. Me and Digit and Journey are watching Fruit Baskets right now. That's been the main one right now. Is trying to get through the first season. Excuse me.
No, I understand. I'm just making... Gazoon tight.
One second.
Good tight. Gazoon tight. Also, no, Coconut, I will say, at that moment or so, you came about 5 minutes later, so that's all good. But yeah,
It's a coconut.
Yep. But yeah, I was just making sure, just because, like, here's the thing, and I want to share this too. Pretty much, if I mention anime, everybody in the world, no matter who it is, has something to talk about with it. Even if you haven't seen much, you at least know a reference to it. So.
Yep, boss.
So, no reference to it, no matter what. Yep. No reference to it, no matter what it is, here and there. But, let me see here. Alright, we pretty much are coming down to the final question on hand, and what I need you to do is basically be right here in the center and just kind of like look at that camera right there. There you go. And basically the question I would like to ask you is, what are your goals and dreams? And if you can, what would be the best advice you could ever give to anybody? Like, at this moment. I'm going to back up and let you have the floor here. So go ahead.
Why is it that I start thinking about the Vulcan singing "Live long and prosper"? That's kind of true though. I think that basically in life can throw curveballs at you, show you things that you didn't expect. Sometimes you have to learn a lesson 2 or 3 times before you actually learn it. Me, I learned the hard way. I always learn the hard way. Romance has never been my forte. God knows that I try way too hard with anybody I get with. Best thing they can give you is always be yourself. Never chase after people. If people go out of your life for a reason, they were meant to be there for a season or a moment to teach you a lesson about yourself and you to teach them a lesson about themselves. Never chase after people. Chasing after people, that is the worst thing I've done. I used to chase after people on here. I used to chase after people before here. I used to chase after people for so long. And be open. So many people don't want to open up about their problems and they stuff them. I did that for over 20-something years. It caused me to have a seizure one night and I blacked out for about a week. I would never put my heart or my body through that again. Don't stuff your emotions. Don't separate your life. If you have someone that you can talk to about your problems, sometimes that one person can make the difference. And also, best advice I can always give you is always be yourself. Don't be anybody else. Don't change yourself to impress somebody. Don't. You're enough. Being, I just love jumping. Being who you are is enough. And if anybody tells you different, if they have an issue with you, then you don't need them in your life. You really don't. You always be yourself. Be proud of who you are. Don't settle for less than what you're worth. And always carry your heart on your shoulder because you never know who might need some of that love. I've got a huge heart. It's been broken 1,000 times over and I still to this day, when people say, "Oh, what do you think of your exes?" I don't have exes. I just have really good memories of people that I will always have a place in my heart that I love very much and I want to see happy. I don't look at people as exes. I look at people as memories. This world right here is full of memories already, and it's only been used maybe once or twice. So always just be yourself.
All right. No, that's good advice. Good advice on hand.
Yep.
Good advice. And it tells you how much you've been through, and you just want to make sure everybody else doesn't go through that too. So.
That's why I do what I do. Even though I'm a poor girl, I still look out for people.
Heart of gold. Heart of gold. With that in mind, guys, that will be episode 13 of Shoot the Breeze.